Hey, Gig. Mike Raver here, and I'm going to rave about your lucky or unlucky day, and I'll let you decide that. And I don't know if you believe that 13 is a lucky number or an unlucky number, but today is Monday the 13th, and I just got off the daily training that my team has every day between Monday and Friday. And before that, I was on the morning mindset call with Paul Hutchins and the Think and Grow Rich call. It's a free call you can get on. If you go to facebook.com/MikeRaveNow, I'll send me a message, add me as a friend, send me a message, and I'll give you the number that you can get on. It's a free call. There's a limited amount of space, so first come, first serve. But I am so glad I got up today on the 13th in order to go to both of those. It's just it was just very mind-altering and rejuvenating. But I remember back when I was in Vegas, when I was pumping concrete, we're on the 44th floor. And everybody kept telling me, it's like, no, we're pumping the 45th floor. And I was like, no, we're not. A couple of days ago, I was doing the 43rd, and you didn't finish the floor when I wasn't here because I was the only one that could do it, so we're on the 44th. And that's when the superintendent told me there's not going to be a 44th floor, not even in the construction plans. Matter of fact, he told me there wasn't a 13th floor either. And the reason why was because the Asian culture, which has comes to Vegas every year, spends potentially hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars every year, believes that 13 is an unlucky number. So 13 and 44 are unlucky numbers. It turns out it's actually the number 4. 4 in Chinese anyway, I believe it's pronounced Sai, S-I, and is too closely related. The word itself is too closely related to the word death. So they don't have it in their phone numbers. They don't have it in their addresses. They don't have the number 4 anywhere. Consequently, they don't have 13 because 3 plus 1 is 4. 44 is twice as bad. So they're leaving out an entire floor, a couple more than one, and that is just great marketing. And you can bet they're using that to appeal to the Asian culture. Because it costs them nothing to leave out the digit on an elevator or not put the numbers up on a particular floor. It costs them nothing to do that, but because they're appealing to their customers, giving their customers what they want, or don't want in this case, helps them with their business. Like I said, hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars goes through Las Vegas, and that actually helped belong to the depression that they were having at that time, because the Asian culture just loves to gamble. Not to mention the word of mouth, because when those people go to that hotel or that casino or that restaurant, that they go back home and they tell their friends and relatives that that place doesn't have number 13 in it or 44, so go there. And consequently, they are increasing their bottom line. The gist that I'm getting to is that what to do in your marketing is very important. And I'm trying to give you as much information as I can throughout all the trainings and videos and information I've given you to help you with that. But what not to do in your marketing is just as important. For instance, Facebook. Chatting on Facebook is a great way to build your business. Basically what you're doing is you're communicating with people, you're building up a relationship, you're getting to that point of trust where they feel secure enough to give you their email so that you can market to them continuously, and hopefully eventually down the line they'll get into your business or buy your product or service, whatever it is that you're doing. But spending all day just chatting about nothing on Facebook is a waste of time and not progressing you in your business. If you're going on there all day talking about some monkey-ass business, which, by the way, is a hilarious video. If you go to my Facebook profile, facebook.com/MikeRaveNow, you'll see a video there now, which I literally, it's freaking hilarious. I fell out of my chair the first time I saw that video, and I can't tell you. So go there, like it, share it. If you want to comment on it, knock yourself out. But it's hilarious if you need a giggle for the day. And talking all day about it is one thing, but wasting your time and not progressing your business and getting to the goals and dreams that you're looking for by doing so is holding you back. So here's a little tip for you. If you're chatting with somebody on Facebook, and you're more than welcome to talk to them about whatever it is that you want, just be you, is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is set a time limit. 5 to 10 minutes maximum is the time that you want to be chatting back and forth with them. And at a certain time, and set an alarm if you have to, a clock or whatever. At a certain time, you want to say, hey man, it was great chatting with you, had a blast, but I have to go get some work done so that I can progress in my business and help my team members, give them some training. I need to go get busy on my business. So thanks a lot. You have a great day. That's it. Something along those lines. That you have to go get work done, which is probably true. But if you, and at that time when somebody says that to you, naturally you would think, what business is it? What are you doing? What are you training and giving your team? What can I have? Basically is what they're thinking. And don't answer it. That's tip number 3. When they start asking you questions about your business, don't answer them. Just quite simply say, hey, here's a link. Go watch the video. That's as easy as it gets, right? If you do that 10, 20 times a day, you're going to be making great money in 90 days. 3 tips from me to you. 30, 60 days, you'll probably be doing okay, but if you do that every single day for 90 days, you'll be doing fine. Whatever business you're in. Likewise, I was on a webinar a while back, a Hangout actually, Google Hangout, with some fellow marketers, and I suggested to my team that they not watch TV, all in all, but specifically don't watch the news. The news is very depressing. There's somebody being murdered, raped, killed, or some kind of tragedy going on that, yes, is tragic, but it doesn't directly affect your life. So watching it just affects you in a negative way. So I suggested that they don't watch it for 7 days. Somebody else said 30 days, but she doesn't have a TV, so it's really easy for her to do that. But most people watch TV for 2 to 4 hours a day. That means some people watch it for 10 freaking hours a day, and other people watch it for 15 minutes. But the average is 2 to 4 hours a day, and you know how much you watch. So I would suggest cutting that out altogether for 7 days. And I gave that suggestion, and somebody sent me an email back. Thank you very much. I won't mention your name here, but she told me that the first day was hard because she'd been doing it all her life. Watching the news. That was what they had set to do. They sat down for dinner and they watched the news. The first day was kind of hard, so she got over that one. The second day was a little hard because her husband was still watching the news. He didn't know what she was doing. And he would tell her, you missed that, this, and this. And she was interested because, like I said, she'd been doing it all her life. So it was kind of like, getting rid of that little drug that we had going on. And the third day, she told him, hey, don't tell me anything. I'm going to do this challenge for 7 days. I'm not going to watch the news. More power to her. On the 4th day, she went to work. And everybody was talking about what happened on the news the night before, and they made her feel guilty about it. They basically said, did you see what happened? It was like, oh my God. And she was like, no, I didn't. It was like, what's wrong with you? Why didn't you see it? When were you working? Like it was her fault. And she went back to her desk and she was sitting there and she was like, man, I feel bad. I feel depressed. I feel upset. I feel guilty that I didn't watch it. But, it really has no direct bearing on my life. But it is, and that's what she started realizing. She said that everybody she was associated with, her friends, her associates, her relatives, talking about these things were actually affecting her in a negative way. More power to you, girl. The second thing was on the 5th day, and this is my opinion. Somebody actually came and told her what was going on in the news. I think it was because he knew that she didn't see it the night before, so he was doing a nice thing, he thought. And he came and told her all these things that were going on, and she thought about it. She was thinking about him, and she's a manager, so she was looking at production. And she said, I noticed that you seem kind of upset about this. And he was like, yeah, it's terrible, don't you think so? She's like, absolutely, I do. But I noticed you seemed a little, kind of out of it yesterday, too. He's like, well, yeah, there's a lot of things going on. And she asked him this question, which was the one I asked her, which is, what if you didn't watch the news for 7 days? What would happen? He thought about it for a bit, and long story short, he's not watching the news now for a little while. And they're kind of working together doing that because he knows that she's got a business on the side that she's working on. And I'm not saying promote your business at work and so forth and so on. Be careful, you don't want to get fired, et cetera, but that really is what kicked me in the nards there, is that something I suggested over a video. Right now I'm talking to a laptop, and then I'm an object, but somebody is listening to this. And something I said a while ago, somebody got some benefit out of, and on top of that, they helped They've benefited somebody else's life for the better, which is why I'm doing this. This is the whole reason that I'm doing this. I believe that every time something I'm doing is actually helping one person somewhere. And consequently, that one person is going to help somebody else, and it's just going to cascade down the line. I can't wait until there's thousands of people in a room, all with the same motivations and goals. Great. And by the way, if you're going to Denver, soon come to the Empower Network event. You can see it all live in action there. But the gist of it, guys, is what you do to progress your business is very important. But do the things that are going to get you where you want to go to reach that pinnacle of true freedom for you and your family, where you're doing what you want, enjoying the life that you know, is out there, that you can reach. Don't do the things that are going to stop you. That's my message from me to you. I hope you enjoyed, and I will let you decide if you think that the number 13 is an unlucky number and you're going to have a bad day. Well, you're right. But if you believe that because it's the 13th, or it's 1,300 hours, or it's the 13th minute on the clock that you happen to look at it, that you are going to have the greatest day you've ever had in your freaking life, and you're going to know joy like no other today. You're right. Mike Raver, rave now, and we'll see you soon.